I just want to start this video off by saying, Cowboys fans, welcome to our week 3 NFL video reviews, football fans. We are going to start with the Patriots and the Jets. We're going to go all the way down to Monday Night Football. We have 2 amazing games tonight. Patriots and Jets. We're going to talk about takeaways. We're going to talk about positives. We're going to talk about negatives. We have the Patriots losing 3-24 to the Jets. We predicted that one right in a week where I feel like we predicted a lot of games wrong. Barring tonight, if we can get 2 wins tonight, we'll be 8-8 on the week. That's all we can hope for after all these upsets. We have the Patriots. Now a positive I'm going to put in there for the Patriots. The defense is still there. It's playing good football. They were just playing Timothy. They were playing Aaron Rodgers. They were playing prime looking Aaron Rodgers. The takeaway, the negative for the Patriots, they cannot get a pass game going. Now, do I think that means bring in Drake May? Absolutely not. Your team looks awful. Your offensive line looks awful. Please do not put Drake May in there in an absolutely terrible position to get creamed. To get mauled every down. You don't want to shoot his confidence like that. Just keep Brissett in there, get a little bridge quarterback. Let Drake May blossom into a great quarterback going into year 2. Now the Jets were looking like they had prime Aaron Rodgers out there. He was throwing some passes Thursday night that I feel like only him, Patrick Mahomes, I can't even think of another quarterback that could make those passes. They were absolutely amazing, on the money. One of them was a touchdown to, who was it? Was it to Allen Lazard? I can't remember if it was to Allen Lazard or if it was to, oh my gosh. I just all of a sudden forgot the Patriots receivers' names. Awesome. We'll just go see who it was real quick. Jets. It was either to Allen Lazard or to Garrett Wilson. It was, if any other quarterback in the league threw that ball, 97-yard pick 6 for Christian Gonzalez. The takeaways for the Jets, the positive, Aaron Rodgers is looking great. The negative, I hope injuries don't start affecting them too much. They were missing some good players. I just hope it doesn't take them out. Next, we have the Bears and the Colts, starting with our big downfall of games I got wrong this week. We have a positive for the Bears. Caleb Williams has arrived, 2 passing touchdowns, building great rapport with Rome Odunze. You love to see that. The negative, I mean, dear God, that offensive line gets worse and worse every week. I'll say that. Caleb Williams got sacked a little bit less this week. In a game where the Colts have a historically bad run defense, they could not run the ball. And Matt Eberflus might be the worst I can't say that. Mike McCarthy's the head coach. Matt Eberflus is a top 3 worst head coach in the NFL. But it's not even close. The Colts, their takeaways, their positive. Jonathan Taylor has arrived. Their negative, they got to get Anthony Richardson going. 50% completion rating. We got to start getting him on his receivers' longest catches, he has 4 guys in the 40s. We're going for boom plays. You need to be going middle of the field. Check down, middle of the field, boom play every now and then. You just can't go for the long ball 2 interceptions this game? 2 interceptions for A-Rich, 2 interceptions, no touchdowns. You just can't do that. You cannot do that and expect to win football games. Next, we have the Chargers and the Steelers. I don't know what to think about the Steelers. I know the defense is great. I'm not a Justin Fields believer. Justin Fields did look great this game. He's been doing great holding onto the ball. He did throw an interception, but they went out there, they got the job done. I think it would have been a little different if Justin Herbert didn't get hurt. I think it would have been a little bit different if when he got hurt, they were playing from up, but it is what it is. My positive for the Chargers, I think they have an identity as a football team. They know what they want to do with the football. My negative is Justin Herbert cannot stay healthy. He was injured last year. He came into this year with a designated injury. Now, I don't know if that's what hurt him yesterday or if it's a new injury, but we will see as the year goes on. I don't know if he'll play next week. My takeaways for the Steelers, my positive, the defense is absolutely insane. Firing on all cylinders, winning in football games. My negative is I really don't know what to put a negative on for the Steelers. I mean, I can't hate on Justin Fields. He's holding on to the rock, hasn't turned it over a lot. He's making passes when he needs to. Sometimes he runs out of a clean pocket. He actually did last game a lot better staying in a clean pocket. I mean, their run game's finally kind of arriving. You're kind of figuring out how to use Najee and Cordell Patterson. Jalen Warren's kind of fallen off, but you got three solid guys in the backfield. Someone's going to fall off every week. So, y'all let me know what y'all have for a negative for the Steelers down in the comments. Next, we have the Eagles and the Saints. I did not think the Eagles were going to get this one done. At this point, I have 3 L's in a row because I picked the Saints to win this game. My positive for the Eagles is Saquon Barkley is an absolute menace to society. And my negative is Jalen Hurts. If you don't stop turning this rock over, you are going to lose the first playoff game you play. That is what, how many turnovers does he have already? 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, when you count fumbles, when you count interceptions, it's probably around 5. I said this week, I said last week, I said the week before, for the Eagles to thrive, Jalen Hurts has to hold on to the football. He cannot be turning the ball over. Luckily, this game, the defense helped him out. They weren't allowing anything over the top. We'll get to that when we get to Saints positive and negatives. Eagles positive, Saquon Barkley. Eagles negative, Jalen Hurts, please hold on to the ball. Saints positive, Alvin Kamara was still thriving last game. You can still see Derek Carr is finally building rapport with Chris Olave. Now, the negative I have is if they don't get those boom plays, are they still going to be the football team we've seen the last 2 weeks? The Eagles took away the over the top, and the Saints scored 12 points. That is a concern. That is something you need to watch out for. Next, we have the Packers and the Titans in a Malik Willis revenge game. My positive for the Packers, off rip. This wide receiver core is going to ball for anybody. I think it is the most consistent wide receiver core in the game. My negative, my takeaway would be, I really don't know a takeaway for, I guess, Jordan Love's health. I guess my takeaway, my negative for the team is Jordan Love being unhealthy. Malik Willis went out there and got it done, though, in a revenge game we love to see. The Titans, positive. I mean, God, in a team full of negatives, I guess the one positive I can pull out is D-Hop finally arriving, I guess. I mean, a lot of negatives on this team. Can't get the run game going. I thought the run game looked great week 1. They haven't been able to get it going since. Will Levis. I don't know what y'all need to do. I don't know if he's on a short leash. 2 interceptions, 2 turnovers last week. You cannot have that. That is a terrible look. How many times has he turned the ball over since the season started? It's absolutely terrible. Don't know how much longer he's going to be starting. I mean, it's a sophomore slump. I mean, his rookie year didn't look great. Do you give him the rest of this year? I feel like the Titans have a pretty solid offense. You have to get the run game going. I just don't know what's happening with the Tennessee Titans. Will Levis is just out there looking absolutely abysmal. Next, we have the Texans and the Vikings in another game. Guess what, guys? I got wrong. Wow. It's for me to go even this week, I have to have the Bills and I have to have the Bengals win tonight. Just to throw that out there, guys. Just to throw that one out there. We have the Texans getting beat by the Vikings 34-7. My positive for the Texans is that wide receiver core is great. It can take off at any moment. I think any 3 of those guys can lead the team in receiving. I'm talking Stephon Diggs. I'm talking Tank Nico Collins. I feel like any of those guys can pop off at any moment. The negatives, the injuries. Oh my gosh. I feel like injuries are absolutely tearing this team apart. I feel like Joe Mixon missing was massively, massively bad for this team. Just couldn't get anything going. Now the Vikings. Wait till my power rankings tomorrow. The power rankings are going to be an interesting watch tomorrow. You got people moving in, people moving out, people moving up, and people moving down. The Vikings, Sam Darnold and Justin Jefferson building the great rapport they have in just a few months is absolutely phenomenal. The offense is there. The defense is there. They're playing team football. Negatives? Y'all let me know their negatives down in the comments because I couldn't find any negatives for the Vikings. I guess the O-line's even hooping. Did Sam Darnold get sacked at all? Like, let's look at Texans Sam Darnold got sacked. Okay. One, two, three, four times. I guess maybe. I mean, but they have a good D line. I don't want to even put. I don't even want to put it on the O line. He got sacked 4 times. Maybe their D line is just phenomenal. But Vikings come out on top. Amazing game. Next, we have the Giants and the Browns. Now, Cowboys fans, I know I keep talking about y'all. This makes y'all's Browns win look even less impressive. The Giants win 21-15. If I can put a positive out there for the New York Giants, Malik Neighbors is him. A negative. Oh, and by the way, Devin Singletary, he's out there bouncing from gap to gap looking like Saquon Barkley. I don't know when he decided he wanted to be this kind of football player, but Devin Singletary's looking like an absolute dog. Now the negative for the Giants. Oh no. Oh no, what did I click? I really don't know. I think I put it in I got some notes here, boys. What's our negative for the Giants? The secondary, it's just not super consistent. We saw it with Amari Cooper. They were getting bombed. They were getting beat short. They were getting beat mid. They just have to get some consistency in the secondary. Now, for our Browns positives and negative, Browns, Amari Cooper, absolute dog. He's still here. He can still absolutely take the game over. Our negative, that O-line does not give Deshaun Watson enough time to do anything with the football. You hate to see it. I don't think, like, I think everyone's thinking, like, oh, Deshaun Watson's washed, Deshaun Watson this, Deshaun Watson that. He's not getting no time in the pocket. No plays can develop. He's having to roll out. He's getting hit. Super unfortunate. I think they'll hopefully get it together, especially a team that really didn't lose anything going in from last year to this year. They really didn't lose anything. I think they maybe lost one player in free agency. That's it. Maybe and that's maybe one. Next, we have the Broncos and the Bucs and hey, guess what? Another one I got wrong. Bo Nix, still no passing touchdowns, but he's out there slanging that thing. I think he had like 256 yards. Box score. 216 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He did what he needed to do. He held onto the ball. 25 completions, 36 attempts. They got the run game going a little bit. Not too much. I think they found a new running back one in Denver in Tyler Batty. Batty? We're going to call him Tyler Batty. Bo Nix, 47 rushing yards, absolutely ridiculous. Javonte Williams, 5 attempts, 12 yards. I think we know who's taking over this backfield in Denver. Now receiving, oh my, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different players touching the ball. You love to see the ball getting spread around, especially from a rookie quarterback. Cortland Sutton was out there. He arrived. I think he's going to. Bo Nix really needs to build rapport with Cortland Sutton because Cortland Sutton's going to be his go-to guy. It's going to be kind of like a Keenan Allen. I see Cortland Sutton as a Keenan Allen type player. But my positive for the Broncos, they are building their rookie quarterback. He's getting better. You can see week to week he's getting better. My takeaway is it was a positive and a negative, the rush game. They need to get it together. They finally are hopefully figuring out what to do at running back. So we'll see how that goes as week goes on. My positive for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Gosh, this was upsetting. Really wanted Baker to get this one. Bucky Irving is emerging as a running back one. He had 70 rushing yards, 9 attempts. Rashad Wyatt had 6 attempts, 17 yards. That's my positive. My negative is awful O-line. Baker was sacked 7 times. You cannot win a game getting sacked 7 times. That's all I have to say about that. That is all I have to say about that. Next, we have the Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. I'm not going to harp on this game long. I feel bad for the Dolphins. They got down to their 3rd string quarterback this game. My positive for the Dolphins, they have a run game. They have good offensive weapons. My negative, they have no quarterback. My positive for the Seattle Seahawks, the defense is firing on all cylinders. No matter who they're playing, we're beating the Lions next week. Give me the Lions on Monday Night Football. We always torch those bums. Defense flying. My takeaway is my negative. Injuries, maybe. I'm not sure. Y'all let me know what you think the negative for the Seattle Seahawks are. We're absolutely cooking right now. I guess penalties. We had 11 penalties. I feel like we were even running the rock. Again, Geno out here, 2 turnovers, unfortunately. Where's my boy DK? 4 receptions, 104 yards. You love to see it. Charbonnet, where's rushing? Where's rushing? Charbonnet, 91. Our run game is even cooking. Wait till Kenneth Walker comes back. That duo's just insane. No negatives for the Seahawks. There's no negatives for the Seahawks. Next, our upset game of the week that I absolutely called. Y'all can go back and look at our week 2 predictions. I said the Panthers would go out here and beat the Raiders. I don't know what is wrong with Vegas, but the Panthers come in. A positive for the Panthers. They got a quarterback, everyone. They got a quarterback. The takeaways, the negatives, there's too many to even talk about. Like I said in our last video, this team needs to sell the team, fire everybody, build from the ground up. Now the Raiders, very interesting press conference from the head coach after the game. He said he feels like some players made some business decisions. Well, they're about to make some business decisions. That was a very interesting take from a head coach. Positive for the Raiders. Really didn't get to watch this game. Oh no, did Aiden O'Connell come in? Oh dear God. Well, the negative is everything about this team sucks. Quarterback sucks. Running game sucks. Receiving core sucks. Trey Tucker out there, 97 receiving yards. Okay. All right. The Raiders are just abysmal. I can't even think of a positive for them. If you can think of a positive for, my bad, Max Crosby. Max Crosby has forever been a positive for the Raiders. Everything else about this team sucks. Go Panthers. I knew that win was coming out. I knew it. Next, we have the Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, I told y'all were going to suck this year. I told y'all were going to get 3rd place. Y'all better hope the Commanders don't win tonight. You better hope the Commanders don't start a hot streak, or that is absolutely coming true. The Ravens. Yesterday, I recorded a video 3 hours before the game at noon. I said, Cowboys fans, I'm recording this video 3 hours early. I'm letting y'all know how y'all lost the game. The Ravens absolutely ran the ball down y'all's throat. Derrick Henry had a game and Lamar Jackson had a game. Lamar Jackson completed 12 passes and beat the Dallas Cowboys. Let's look how they really beat the Dallas Cowboys. Derrick Henry, 151 rushing yards. Lamar Jackson, 87 rushing yards. Justice Hill, 33 rushing yards. You didn't even have a receiver. Nelson Aguilar had over 50 receiving yards. Okay, you got me there. You got me there, guys. He had over 50 receiving yards. The Dallas Cowboys are abysmal. Now, my positive for the Ravens is the rushing game. My negative is, why did they slow down so late in the game and let the Cowboys get all those garbage time points and yards? Now, the Dallas Cowboys, my positive is still, I guess Dak Prescott, and CeeDee Lamb didn't even play good. Can y'all think of a positive for the Dallas Cowboys? Y'all let me know down in the comments, because I can think of a lot of negatives. You have no run game. You could have had Derrick Henry, but you absolutely folded. You had Jerry Jones over here. Well, we couldn't afford Derrick Henry. You couldn't afford him because you didn't extend Dak, you goober. You didn't extend Dak. If you would have extended him or extended CD, extended somebody, you could have went and signed him. No, you bring back Zeke, and you're paying Zeke the same amount you would have paid Derrick Henry. You holy hell of a franchise. Dak can't get connected with anyone in the receiving core. He can't get connected with Lamb. He can't get connected with Cooks. He can't get connected with Kevontae Turbin. He can't get connected with anyone. Look how many people had catches, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's actually insane. Jake Ferguson having 95 yards. Freaking laughable, bro. It's laughable. This team is an absolute shambles. Now, I said the Colts had an abysmal rush defense, historically bad. There is no possible way it is worse than the Dallas Cowboys rush defense. They don't know how to set edges. They don't know how to contain in the middle. They don't know how to do anything when it comes to someone running that ball. I don't know what they need to do. I don't know if they need to fire the head coach. I don't know what's going on. But the Dallas Cowboys are looking absolutely terrible this year, and I love it. Next, we have the 49ers and the Rams in another absolutely insane upset this week. And another game I got wrong. Brock, beep, beep, the bus driver Purdy can't get it done. And this, guys, look at the score. This is the difference between a Brock the Purdy bus driver, beep, beep, and an actual quarterback that could go out there, put the team on his back, and get it done. I don't want to hear ever again that Brock Purdy's not a bus driver, because another game when you need your quarterback to go out there and win it, he can't do it. And you know why? Everyone's going to say, well, he's missing half his team. He just put up 24 points with no bodies. It's the system. Brock Purdy is a bus driver. He's not an elite quarterback. He's not a, is he a top 10? Absolutely not. I'm putting him at 11 or 12. Look, my positive for the 49ers, I don't know. I can't even think of a positive for those bums. My negative is Brock Purdy's a bus driver. You're never going to win anything significant with him at quarterback. You're not going to win a Super Bowl. You're probably going to get upset in some playoff games. We'll see. I said at the beginning of the year, this is the downfall year of the 49ers, and it is not upsetting thus far. We have the LA Rams going out there and getting a massive dub, 27-24. The positive, Matthew Stafford is a top 10 quarterback in this league. He might be a top 5. I mean, he's absolutely ridiculous. Going out there and winning this game is absolutely insane. The negative, I mean, they're just hurt everywhere. They're hurt Could you imagine how bad they would have beat these bums if they would have been healthy? Could you imagine how bad they would have beat the 49ers if they were healthy? Even if the 49ers were healthy, they were smoking them. Next, we have the Lions and the Cardinals. I mean, can we talk about the Lions getting the game from the refs? The refs just on the Lions side the whole time. Cardinals get a pick 6, and all of a sudden, guys, all of a sudden, it was a 2-minute warning. Yeah, get that out of here. Fire that ref. He needs to be gone. He got money on the books. My positive, hey, by the way, back-to-back bus driver quarterbacks. You got Jared Goff. Beep, beep. Get on board, guys. Beep, beep. I'm going to drive this bus. Beep, beep. Jared Goff, the bus driver. The positive for this game, Amon-Ra St. Brown is him. The run game is absolutely there. The negatives, I didn't really get to watch this game. This was prime of, the Cowboys getting belt to you-know-what. So y'all let me know some negatives for the Lions. Negative for the Lions in the comments. They can't run zone defense. You can't run zone defense or you're going to get torched. The Cardinals, the positive, Marvin Harrison Jr. is the dog. The negative, probably just, like I said, I didn't get to watch this game. Probably just not enough consistency. Was there a run game? Did they get the run going? They didn't get the run going. 17 yards, super unfortunate. They need to build consistency with the run game. And last but not least, we have the Chiefs. We have the Falcons, 22-17. Chiefs come out on top, 3-0. Patty Mahomes is him. Positive for the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes is different. Negative, I mean, I could say injuries, but it doesn't matter. Next man up. It's next man up mentality in Kansas City. Now, my positive for the Falcons, I think this is a really great team. I really do think they kind of got sold at the end with the pass interference. I think the Falcons make playoffs this year. I think they win a lot of games. I think that a positive for this team is Kirk Cousins is slinging that rock. He's building rapport with Drake London. He's building rapport with Kyle Pitts. The run game's getting going. I thought the run game was lacking a little bit last night. Let's see. Run game lacking a little bit last night. 16 attempts for 31 yards from Bijan. That is not great. That is not good. So I would say my negative is inconsistency in the run game. But We have two more football games tonight. We have the Jags and the Bills. We have the Commanders and the Bengals. I need the Bills and the Bengals to win for us to go 8-8 in this insane week of football. Y'all let me know your favorite upset of the week. Let me know your favorite game of the week down in the comments. Y'all don't forget, tomorrow we're doing power rankings. Wednesday, we're going to do our week 4 predictions. So make sure y'all drop a like, drop a follow, hit the bell so you can stay updated on all of our content. And boy, do we put out a lot of it.